Hello there! Yes, people, I have returned. I know it's been a long time, but I am finally back after a 3-year hiatus. So lately, I have noticed over these past few years that there has been so much new Star Wars content coming out. And me, being the biggest Star Wars fangirl, I thought, hey, why not talk about it with you guys? So today's video is going to be on the highly anticipated sequel to Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor. Now, if you haven't played the game, I recommend you do that first before you watch this video because I am going to be covering quite a lot of spoilers from the first game, so fair warning. Anyway, with that said, let's dive right in. Okay, so let's take a look at this first shot here from the trailer. Now, for the longest time, I had no idea which planet this could possibly be since the image isn't very clear, but after doing hours and hours of research, I have a hunch that this could possibly be Wayland. It's the only planet that looks almost identical to the hologram displayed here. Now, for those of you who don't know about this planet, get ready, because we're about to dive deeper in. Wayland was a planet located in the Outer Rim territories, and over time, it became a storehouse for Emperor Palpatine, which is known now as Mount Tantus. Now, I'm sure some of you who have no idea what I'm talking about are wondering, what's so special about this storehouse? Well, this is where it gets interesting. It holds a cloning facility, which comes to our next big question in this video. Who's in the Bacta tank? My personal guess and theory is that this man in the Bacta tank is Cere's former master, Eno Cordova. Now I know what you're all thinking. Why him? He died, right? Well, actually, we don't know what happened to his whereabouts after BD-1's message on Ilum. The only thing we do know is that he mysteriously disappeared. But what if he was found and captured by the Inquisitors, or even Darth Vader? Or what if it actually isn't him, and he did die? Confused? Let me explain. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Star Wars Legends, you're kinda gonna see where I'm getting at here. Now, there is an original Thrawn trilogy written by Timothy Zahn. He briefly mentions this cloning facility, but also introduces a new villain that's working with Grand Admiral Thrawn. What is this guy's name? Joruus C'baoth. I apologize in advance if I just butchered his name. Anyway, he was actually a clone of a Jedi Master, Joruus C'baoth. And this clone of him was actually an evil version created by Emperor Palpatine. Now, fans have already speculated that this may be the evil clone, Joruus C'baoth, which honestly isn't too far-fetched, but at the same time, I feel like that's more fitting into the Ahsoka timeline since Thrawn was already mentioned in Season 2 of The Mandalorian, and I feel like that'll be more appropriate for him to kind of enter in. But not so much for Cal's story, but who knows, I could be entirely wrong. I'm gonna throw a real quick random side note here, but this evil clone, whoever it may be, is definitely not one to reckon with. For those of you who have read the Thrawn trilogy, you should know that Joruus C'baoth's evil clone was a dark Jedi who was, by the way, insane. His force powers were incredibly strong, and he was considered just as dangerous as Darth Vader himself. So that's definitely saying something. Also, for those of you who are already asking what's a dark Jedi, check it out on Wikipedia. I'll leave a link in the description below. Anyway, moving on and going back to Eno Cordova's clone, or should I say his evil clone. Anyway, he does seem to have similar features to Eno Cordova, but one thing that obviously sticks out about this clone is the fact that he's missing an arm. I want you guys to pay close attention to this little clip in the trailer where Cal is fighting this mysterious figure. You'll see where I'm getting at. Did anyone notice that the figure Cal is fighting is using one arm? Coincidence? I don't think so. Is it possible that this is the same clone from the Bacta tank? I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but I must say, the more I'm thinking about this theory in terms of the cloning facility, it seems pretty likely. So, how would Cal Kestis play into all of this? Let's say Cal finds coordinates to this planet and discovers the cloning facility somehow. Maybe he finds Eno Cordova's lightsaber in the process. Then Cal's psychometry powers kick in and he sees what happened to the real Eno Cordova, even if it means he's dead. Or, plot twist, alive. But, guys, seriously, March 2023 cannot come fast enough. My hype for this game is through the roof. I'm so excited to see my boy Cal Kestis and the rest of the crew return after being away from them for so long. Like, I'm literally ready to just dive back into the combat and the story. Like, ugh. Sorry, I'm fangirling too much. I think it's time to start wrapping up this video. Anyway, guys, I think that about does it for today's theory video. If you want to see more Star Wars content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Who do you think's in the Bacta tank? Let me know in the comments section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. That's all for now, my Padawan learners. May the Force be with you.